Welcome to biology class. In the previous video, we discussed about the taxonomic hierarchy: kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species are the various taxonomic categories. Species is the smallest group, kingdom is the largest group. Grouping of animals is done by some principles. Animals are broadly classified into two major groups. They are invertebrates. Invertebrates do not have a backbone, and vertebrates have backbone. Fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals are the different types of vertebrates. This kind of grouping is done on the basis of some principles. In this video, we are going to discuss about the basis for classification. Living organisms are classified into groups based on some characters. These characters are the basis for classification. In this video, we are going to learn the four basis for classification. The first one is level of organization. Cells, tissues, organs, and organ systems are the various levels. Second one, symmetry. Symmetry refers to the uniformity in the arrangement of body parts on either side of the axis. Third, germ layers. Germ layers are formed during the development of an embryo. Coelom. Coelom is called as body cavity. It is the cavity found between the body wall and the digestive system. Under the heading level of organization, we will learn how the animal body is formed. In some cases, the animal body is formed of a single cell. In some other animals, the body is made up of many cells. Unicellular or multicellular are the two major levels of organization. Unicellular level of organization is seen in single-celled animals. Animals with many cells have multicellular organization. Multicellular organization is again divided into cell-level organization. Here, the cells do not form tissues. In tissue-level organization, the cells group together to form different tissues. In organ system level organization, the tissues form organs. In organ system level organization, many organs together form organ system. Human beings and higher animals have organ system level organization. We have many systems like digestive system, respiratory system, excretory system, etc. Symmetry explains how the body parts are arranged. Symmetry is the plane of arrangement of body parts. Plane means level. Symmetry is the level of arrangement of body parts. Symmetry also can be defined as the uniformity in the arrangement of body parts on the sides of an axis or line. Symmetry explains whether the body parts are arranged uniformly on the left side and right side of the body or not. Here there are two diagrams. Both the diagrams they have a central line. In the first one, the structures on left and right side of the axis are uniform. In the second one, there is no uniformity in the structures on the left and right side of the axis. So the second one is asymmetric, the first one is symmetric. The first one shows symmetric arrangement. On both the sides of the central line, the structures are similar or uniform in symmetric arrangement. Radial symmetry and bilateral symmetry are the two types of symmetry found in animals. In bilateral symmetry, the body can be divided into two equal halves through only one cut. Only one cut divides the animal into two equal parts. Human beings show bilateral symmetry. Fishes, birds show bilateral symmetry. In bilateral symmetry, the body parts are arranged on the left and right side of the central axis. This is Hydra. Hydra shows radial symmetry. Here the body can be divided into two equal parts through many lines drawn from top to bottom of the animals. The animal can be divided into two equal parts through many lines. In radial symmetry, the body parts are arranged around the central axis. So many equal divisions can be made by cutting the animal from top to bottom. This is Hydra. Jellyfish also shows radial symmetry. Germ layers are formed during the development of embryo. Take for an example, hen's egg is a single cell. Inside hen's egg, embryo develops. Finally, chicken comes out of the egg. During the development of the embryo, germ layers are formed. Germ layers are formed during the development of an embryo. Some organisms have two germ layers. Organisms with two germ layers are called as diploblastic animals. Di means two. The two germ layers found in diploblastic animals are ectoderm and endoderm. Diploblastic animals have ectoderm and endoderm only. Animals with three germ layers are called triploblastic animals. Here, in addition to ectoderm and endoderm, there is middle mesoderm. Ectoderm and endoderm, middle mesoderm are the three germ layers found in triploblastic animals. Now let us see the examples. Hydra, jellyfish are the examples for diploblastic animals. Rabbit, human being, all the higher animals have triploblastic organization. If we cut and see the embryo, we can find the germ layers. Here ectoderm, outer layer, middle mesoderm and inner endoderm, that is triploblastic. Another one ectoderm, endoderm, there is no mesoderm. A non-living layer is found at the middle. It is not made up of cell. This is diploblastic. Diploblastic structures have only ectoderm and endoderm. There is no middle mesoderm. These germ layers give rise to different organs. From ectoderm, our skin and brain development take place. Endoderm develops into digestive system. Mesoderm develops into kidney and some other organs. Coelom is called as body cavity. It is a cavity present between the digestive tract and the body wall. Where is coelom present? Coelom or body cavity is present between the digestive tract and the body wall. This is an earthworm. If we cut the earthworm, we can observe the coelom. If we cut the earthworm and observe with the help of lens, we can see these structures. Here there is central digestive tract, that is endoderm, and outer body wall, ectoderm. In between two there is mesoderm. Inside the mesoderm there is body cavity. Inside the mesoderm there is body cavity. This cavity is present between body wall and digestive tract. This cavity or coelom is filled with fluid. A true body cavity or coelom is located within the mesoderm. What is called as true body cavity? When the body cavity is found within the mesoderm, that is true body cavity or coelom. Based on the nature of the coelom, animals are divided into three groups. They are acoelomates. A means absent, they do not have a body cavity. Pseudocoelomates, pseudo means false, they do not have the true body cavity. And coelomates or eucoelomates, eu means true. Eucoelomates have a body cavity, they have true body cavity. What is true body cavity? When the body cavity is present within the mesoderm, that is true body cavity. Acoelomates, pseudocoelomates, eucoelomates are the three types of animals based on the nature of body cavity. Acoelomates do not have a body cavity. Pseudocoelomates have false body cavity. Eucoelomates have a true coelom. This is the picture of acoelomate animal. Here outer ectoderm, here the color given is blue, and inner endoderm, digestive system, it is given in yellow color. In between two, the mesoderm fills. There is no cavity inside the mesoderm. So this is acoelom. No cavity is present. Animals having this type of body cavity are called as acoelomates. Here there is no coelom. The cells fill in between ectoderm and endoderm. This second picture shows pseudocoelom. Animals having false body cavity are called as pseudocoelomates. Here outer ectoderm, it is given in blue color. Inner endoderm, that is yellow. One side of the mesoderm has a cavity. This is pseudocoelom. The body cavity is not inside the mesoderm, so this is pseudocoelom. There is a false body cavity. The third one is eucoelom. Animals having true coelom are called as eucoelomates or coelomates. Here the body cavity or coelom is present within the mesoderm. Carefully observe, you can find the cavity within the mesoderm. The cavity is covered by mesoderm. Tapeworms are the examples for acoelomates. Roundworms are pseudocoelomates. All the higher animals are coelomates. Example, earthworm, frog, rabbit, pigeon, all insects.